Everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Tiny Learn Hub and welcome back to our SQL interview series. So, in today's episode, we are going to check how we can do the join, and during that time, we don't want to create any kind of duplicate rows into it. Okay, so in here, I have some table with me, that is customer 22 and that order 22. So these two tables, when I'm trying to adding a join into these two tables, so suddenly I'm getting extra rows. If SQL duplicate your data, is that so? I don't think so, because the real problem might be your join condition. Let's see exactly why this happened. Okay, now in here I have created two tables, as I mentioned earlier, these two tables, and I have inserted some records into it. Okay, now come here, let me run this two tables query. Okay, so let's see what the records are showing right now. So in here, as you see, this is the customer 22 table and this is the order 22 table. In this each tables, each customer has a customer ID, and each order contains that customer ID of a customer who placed that order. So customer ID is the relationship between these two tables. Okay, now before executing some other queries, let me show you something. If I execute this query and try to see the customer table, so as you see, I have Rahul, Priya, Amit and Neha, these four persons as a customer. And in the order table, as you see, I have the same name, same customer ID, which I have in my customer table. Okay. That same thing is in the order table as well. Now in here, notice something important, that every order points to a customer using customer ID, and customer ID uniquely identifies a customer. But there's another interesting column in our customer table, that is city. Let me execute this one. Yeah, this is the one, the city. Now the city is not unique. Rahul and Amit are both from Mumbai. Keep that in mind, because this is where our problem starts. Okay. Now, as you see all the tables, the customer and the order. So let me go to the another query. Okay. I want to perform the join. Now in here, I have write a query. This is the join. Okay. Now in here, let's perform the join using customer ID. Okay. Point to this one, on O customer ID equals to C dot customer ID. In here, we are matching the customer ID from the order table with the customer ID from the customers. Okay, because customer ID uniquely identifies a customer, every order finds exactly one customer. Let me run this query. Yeah, as you see, the table is look like this after performing the join. Perfect. The four records. Okay. So four results row. Everything looks correct. Now here, if I want to, I don't want to perform the join using the customer ID. Then what should we do? But what happened if we use the column that isn't unique? Let's initially, create a bad join before this one. Now in here, I have created one query like this way. Okay. So this time we are no longer directly matching the order's customer ID with the customer's customer ID. Instead, we are effectively saying find the city belonging to this order's customer and the match the order with every customer who lives in that particular city. Now, let me run this query. Yeah, as you see in here, order 101 have Rahul, the customer name, 101 have Amit, customer name, because the city, both for both of them, the city is Mumbai. Okay. Now we are getting Rahul and Amit, both of them, because both of them live in Mumbai. So one order is matching two two customer rows. Now in here that duplicate is not really a duplicate. Okay. Before I am saying that one, suppose Mumbai. Okay, this is a city. Rahul and Amit, two matches are row are matching. Okay, for those of them. Then if I click on one order into two matching customer, then it's giving me two particular results of rows. Okay, so this is the most important concept for today's episode. These aren't actually duplicate records in our customer table. SQL is doing exactly what we asked. We told SQL to match the customers based on the city, and Mumbai has two customers. So SQL creates two matching results row. Okay, then it show the join doesn't randomly duplicate the rows. It creates a row for everything matching combination. Okay. Now, a join doesn't randomly duplicate your data. It creates a result row for every matching combination. Now, let me show you the correct join for this one. So, this is the correct join. Now, in here, let me execute this one. Okay. Now, in here, let's look our next query. Oh, this is the next query. Okay. Now, notice that we are again matching O customer ID equals to C customer ID. This is the one, line number 106. Okay. Now in here, we are back to using the connect relationship. The additional condition O order ID is not null. Okay. This is the one. Now doesn't change anything this line, but the database, because the order ID is already defined as a primary key and cannot be null. So that's why we included this thing. So the important part of this query is still customer ID equals to customer ID. Don't find this particular query to see the customer ID. If we are using this particular customer ID for the both of the table and join them, so we'll guess the redundant condition. Okay, so it gives us the particular results what we are expecting from the join. Now let's come to this way. So how we can detect this type of problem? We can check whether the columns we are using for the join is actually unique. Okay, let's group our customers by city. So let me do this one. So as you see, we have two customers into the Mumbai. So that's why it is giving me this result. So customer count is 2. So you can identify there is a customer, two customers belong to Mumbai. So you have to perform join on basis of that city also and check if that doesn't create the duplicate records. Okay. Now in here, if you use the city join as your join key, one Mumbai order can match multiple customer records. That's what happened in our previous query when we executed that one. Now, we need to find the unique key, non-unique key. Okay, so we go one step further. We only want to find values that occurs more than once. Okay, that's where this line is coming, having count greater than 1. It comes in. When I executed this one, as you see, it gives me the 2 customer count. Now we immediately know that Mumbai is a non-unique value. So this is useful debugging technique when you are investigating unexpected join results. Okay. Now there is a correct join also if you want to perform the count the results after correct join. Okay. This is the one. So this is the 4th join. Before finally it counts the row product by your correct join. So before you performing that join operation, execute this particular query. So you can assure that this kind of row and this amount of row I am going to get when I am performing that join operation. Okay, this is the correct row number. Now in here there is some important takeaways are also there. So, if your join suddenly returns, more than expected, don't immediately use the distinct. Okay, first check the join condition. First thing first. Second, check whether the join key is unique. Third, understand the relationship between your tables and check how many rows our record can match. Okay. Now, there is some interview challenge for you guys as well. In here, today's SQL interview challenge, our order table contains 4 rows. But after joining the customer, you are getting more than 4 rows. Don't use the distinct. First explain why that exact extra rows are appearing. Then identify the join condition causing the problem. Finally fix the join. And for the bonus challenge, try a query that finds non-unique join key. Pause the video and try it yourself. I'll put the solution into the pinned comment. Now remember, don't joins don't randomly create the duplicates. They create rows for every matching combinations. So when you see unexpected rows, check the joins before using the distinct. Okay, check the key, check the relationship, and understand how many rows can match. If this help you, subscribe the YouTube channel and subscribe our SQL interview series if you are preparing for upcoming SQL interviews. I'll see you in the next episode. Till then,